buds, welcome back to Metables and welcome back to another Pokemon Nuzlocke reaction. I haven't done one of these in a hot second, but let me tell you real quick. I am not that good at Pokemon. I thoroughly enjoy Pokemon, but I am not great at the challenge stuff, but I love it. Any opportunity I have to watch a animated playthrough experience of a Nuzlocke, instantly. Put me in instantly. Hi, how's it going? Check out this thing. Greatly appreciate it. Consider liking, commenting, subscribing. If you enjoy the content whatsoever, I also have a gaming channel. I stream on Twitch. I have a Discord. All that good shit, right? I'm currently in a playthrough of the Pokemon Infinite Infusion. Oh, Infinite Fusions? I always say Infusions, but whatever. Regardless, I'm currently playing through that. I think it's a fantastic game, but I am dying to do another Nuzlocke, and I would love any kind of other information that would help me survive. So let's see what the TheOdd1sOut is doing here.
A Pokemon Nuzlocke is a set of rules that turn a normal play.
Oh, hold on. What's yours? In case you don't know, we like to pause and talk a lot here. All right. For our reaction, it's more of like a discussion, but also it's a mix of both. Right. Yeah. These are it's the generic shit, which is good. I've seen a lot more people do other rules on top of this that make it even harder. I just want to survive one to begin with, so this is probably what I would start with.
Rules that turn a normal playthrough of Pokemon into a hardcore playthrough of Pokemon.
Yeah.
You're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you see per route, and if any of them faint, they actually don't live anymore, and you can never use them again. The game I will be Nuzlocking will be Pokemon Ruby. Not because I'm copying Jaden, but because Gen 3 is my favorite generation, and—
Why the fuck did you make her that? Is that disrespectful? I don't know. I kind of love it. You know, Phanpy did do some pretty intense work when I used Phanpy back in the day. So I'm sure it's not necessarily as disrespectful as I think it would be.
Out of the 3 games, Ruby was the one I played as a kid and bought with my own money.
I understand that's not Phanpy. I'm just saying I used the Phanpy version for the beginning of like Emerald. I think it was, right?
It was $40. Imagine paying that much for a copy of the game now. Also, full disclosure, I've seen other PokeTubers who have a deep, uncanny knowledge of this game and use calculators to make the best, most optimal plays.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite at that level yet, so I might make choices that some could consider suboptimal.
All right, this is my guy. All right, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Other casuals that play this too. All right, I want to see some fucking mistakes. But when I watched Jaden's, I was like, oh, I think she knows a lot more than me. All right, so this is probably more my speed, which I'm extremely thankful for.
I thought grass was like super effective against water. Why is he super effective against me?
But if you can forgive me and look past all that, then let's get out of this truck and start our adventure. Let's see. Someone's already picked Torchic, and when I played this as a kid, I picked Trico. So that means we're left with Kipmud. After defeating my rival's Trico, I headed to Oldale Town and—
I did a tier list of the starters. Oh, I kind of like that. Look at this little boop, boop. Okay, sorry. Mudkip, I think, is my favorite starter out of these 3. I never really go for the fire types, unfortunately. For me, I don't like them. I don't like fire types as much. I know they can be useful, but like I love me a tanky or like self-sustaining Pokemon, right? I love my Venusaur, Torterra. I think Mudkip is also a great one as well. So Mudkip is probably more the choice I would make if I was to do this one, I guess. Let me know your favorite stars in the comments below. My favorite is definitely, all right, my nostalgia favorite is Bulbasaur, but my overall favorite is Turtwig. I love that bitch.
I headed to Oldale Town and caught my first Pokemon that would be joining our team, Floof the Poochyena.
Cute with intimidation?
I'm guessing naming Pokemon after pets is very common in Nuzlocks. By the way, this is how Floof's very first fight went.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, dude. I guess when I played, the only challenge thing I've done recently, well, I guess besides the Infinite Infusions one, whatever the fuck, I keep mispronouncing it, is I tried Emerald Kaizo. Yeah, I got my ass kicked. That was, it's really cool because there's a lot of things you learn by playing a harder version of the game. And there's also new Pokemon that I discovered while playing Emerald Kaizo. There was this banana leaf tree thing. I didn't know that fucking existed. And then there was also there was this electric water fish with the little dangly bit. is it Lantern? It might be Lantern. I also might be generalizing it a little bit. And then that one has a passive that makes it immune to electric type moves, I believe. So just off the top of my head, those two things were like a pretty big experience, and they helped a lot with a really hard version of the game that I still didn't survive. So anyway.
Oh my god.
Hey, do you want to learn how to catch Pokemon?
Yeah.
No. I'm good. Well, that's too bad. First, you want to get them weak by throwing tiny rocks at them. Traveling through Route 104, I caught
A Zigzagoon?
Igzy the Zigzagoon. I'm probably not going to train her up or anything, but she will be useful teaching useless HMs too.
Cute.
What's that, Igzy? You have an ability where you pick up random objects? And you picked up a revive?
I don't think you can use that, actually. Yeah, I don't think that works here.
Oh, Igzy. I can't use these.
Yeah.
Wandering through Petalburg woods, some guy asked me if I'd seen any Pokemon named
Shroomish?
The main reason Gen 3 is my favorite
Shroomish?
is because the best Pokemon ever, Breloom, makes his debut in this game. Why, if I found a Shroom...
Breloom is a good time. I think Breloom's a really fun, it's a really fun Pokemon because I'm pretty sure it learns fighting type moves and then also grass type. But I mean, you're gonna get your ass kicked by, the 1,000 types of Pidgeys you're gonna fucking see, or whatever birds in this game. Swallow? I don't know, 1,000 of them. But it's just fun when like you get these Pokemon early that have the diversity in the moveset. That may not be the best thing to do. All right, let me start off by saying this, but I love diversifying my moveset by having different elements in like each one, if I can have a different element, but I wasn't great at using the stat increased ones. The ones that help you fucking fly through the rest of the game. I was never good at those. I was always a toxic boy. I love toxic and I love healing myself, and that's what I would do. All right, so I'm a toxic stall Pokemon main. I apologize. It's what I like to do. In every game I do, I get some kind of poison thing. It's my favorite thing. I don't know why. I need to dig a little bit deeper to figure out if that's a bad thing or not.
In this forest, I would probably react like this.
This guy was being truthful.
Oh god.
I named Shroomish Goat because not only is he the greatest of all time...
Props to him because that was fucking funny. The fucking cutoff was great.
I named Shroomish Goat because not only is he the greatest of all time, but because I was also working on this other video about goats, so I had a lot of goats on the mind. We made it to Rustboro town and challenged Roxanne, the rock-type gym leader, but thankfully we picked the water starter, so...
Roxanne, oh my god, I remember getting my shit kicked in by this, the moon. The sun and the moon? They beat the shit out of me. I forgot all about that. Oh my god, what a horrible experience that was. Ugh.
Kidmup, do your thing. I caught a Talo on Route 116, and keeping with the naming Pokemon after pets theme, I named him RE2. Not to spoil anything, but don't get too attached to RE2, Jaden. We sailed to Dewford town and saw that the second gym was a fighting type gym, so that meant fighting type weakness. It was RE2's time to shine.
He's like actually a higher level.
Okay.
I didn't like that. He's too high of a level.
Despite being a lower level, we decided to wing it and managed to defeat
How dare you?
everyone's Pokemon, only having to tap out at Brawly's Macahuita, which Kidmup mopped the floor with. Hey, when did you start walking on two legs, Kidmup? The next HM we learn is this terrible move, Flash. The only thing Flash is good for is lighting up a dark cave that technically isn't even required to progress through the game if you know where you're going. I, however, do not.
That was, all right. It is a skill to be able to do that. I was only ever able to do that with the original Red and Blue. I was able to do that first cave without looking, just because I didn't know Flash existed when I was a kid, so I had to fucking learn how to get out of that thing. And I did. You don't want to know how long it took, but I got there. I think, eventually, unless it's a corrupted memory, which it could be, I guess. But the one thing I can't stand about, two main things I can't stand about Pokemon games is how long the intro can take sometimes, because it drives me fucking crazy. One of my favorite Pokemon games is Heart Gold, because like I feel like it's the quickest intro into the game and it has the biggest diversity of Pokemon selection. Just because, I mean, it's technically two Pokemon games in one, right? It's got a second half to it. But I just like more to choose from, especially if you're planning on doing a Nuzlocke. I don't want to bump into a Pidgey or a Swallow or, you know, Rattata like every goddamn run. I want to be able to have at least up to 5 different choices. But the second thing is HMs. I can't stand those things, all right? And Infinite Infusions. I think they do it pretty well, where like you learn the HM, but you do a side quest to like get an item to prevent you from, like, not prevent you, but to give you the option to not use it. You know, so then you just get a shovel for dig or a flashlight, you know, because carrying around a flashlight, I guess, seems more reasonable or less reasonable than teaching your Pokemon a move that it can no longer unlearn, which also seems kind of ridiculous as a mechanic to put in a game. I hate that. Anyway, sorry.
Currently, Goat is the only one on the team who can learn Flash. But I'm like 80% sure once a Pokemon learns an HM move, they can't unlearn it. So I really don't want to teach this S-tier Pokemon an unforgettable F-tier move. Oh boy, an Abra! I bet he can learn Flash.
That's what's gonna happen. Every time I see an Abra, instant Pokeball. Is this my favorite Pokemon?
Oh boy, a Zubat!
It is. I love him.
Okay. I'm kind of fudging the rules here. This Zubat wasn't technically the first Pokemon I saw on this route, but does it even count as an encounter if all you do is look at a Pokemon and then they teleport away?
Yeah, I don't know what the percentage is on just tossing a Pokeball at an Abra and hoping for the best, but I take that odd every single time. I don't even risk it. I'm like, you know what? If he has a chance to leave, I have a chance to catch. I leave it to God.
Excuse me?
Look, I just need this useless Pokemon to learn this unrequired move. Zubat, I'm calling you Mr. Flash and immediately teaching you...
I don't think, yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Goat, you can learn Flash. Yay! After clearing out Team Magma from a museum, we were ready to take on Watson, the electric-type gym leader. Luckily, we picked the water ground starter, so... Kid 'em up, do your thing.
Was that the pipe sound from the hour-long random pipe sounds? I know that video very well now.
Now what? Do I go here? Here? How did I get here? Fair. During my wandering, both the Pokemon I named after pets evolved into bigger versions of themselves.
Cute.
And Goat learned Headbutt.
Can I get rid of Flash?
No! Hey, lady, I'm kind of lost, so I'm entering random houses and asking NPCs where I should go. Oh, you have harbor mail? I'll trade you that for my coin case. Coin case? You know, for gambling. Gambling? Listen.
I don't need to. I know exactly where you're going to. I'm big fan. All right, I like what you're doing here.
I don't have a problem. The reason I'm this excited is because one of the prizes you can win at the casino is a Pokemon. A Pokemon that may help me build the perfect team. So
I've actually never used Polygon. You know, I never felt comfortable. I never actually got one. I don't know if it's ever good. I never hear good things about it. I don't hear anything about it. I never hear about Polygon. But I'll see how it goes for him. I'm sure he'll gamble his heart out.
Before I checked what the prizes actually were, I bought 500 coins for a measly 10,000 Pokédollars.
Jesus Christ.
It's just TMs? Just dolls? I just wasted a lot of money, didn't I?
Good news though, Goat evolved into his perfect form and learned
Sick.
Mach Punch.
Mach Punch is great.
Right.
Eventually, I talked to the right NPC, taught Iggy Rock Smash, and while exploring a fiery path, I caught my first fire-type Pokemon,
Okay.
Numel.
Let's go, man.
I think Numel's fine. I think Numel's supposed to be tanky, unless I'm confusing it with Slugma. But I don't think I am. I remember hating Slugma, but not minding Numel. Right? I'm pretty sure this is a solid fire type.
Even though Numels can be found in the desert, have a big hump on their back, and evolve into something called Camerupt, for some reason, I never looked at this Pokemon and thought, camel. I always thought, fire cow.
What?
So that's why I named her Cooked Beef. Then, on Route 114, we encountered a Zangoose.
Hello.
I have no clue what this Pokemon...
What was that? What was that comment there? Well, excuse me.
Cooked Beef.
Where's
Then, on Route 114, we encountered a Zangoose.
Hello.
The mic stopped working? It's streaming problems. It's definitely, it's what happens. You know, God forbid you have one good time when you stream and nothing goes wrong or breaks or delays or anything like that. So it's nice to know that even someone like TheOdd1sOut can still have a lot of technical issues. So thank you for being a shining light.
I have no clue what this Pokemon does, but it looks way cooler than all the Oddishes and tiny birds like...
Excuse me. Oddish is adorable, all right? I fucking love Oddish. I don't know why the hell you gave him cheeks like that, though. I don't know if I'm supposed to be proud of him or concerned or if I need him to get pants. But let's take the cheeks away from Oddish, which also I don't want to say.
Kept running into, so it had to be awesome. Cooked Beef. The 9 levels you have on this goose are more than enough to weaken it. Hit him with an epic...
Oh, please don't. Oh!
That's crazy. What the fuck? Quick Attack never hits that hard. It's either your Numel had really shitty stats or that Zangoose was juiced out of its fucking mind. Unless it did like a swords... Does it learn Swords Dance that early? I don't think so. Holy shit. I know crit does like double damage, but like Quick Attack has never done that much damage. Holy shit. That would scare me. That would actually scare me.
Cooked Beef! So, my only fire type died to a Quick Attack that did 50 damage.
Yeah.
Zangoose, or should I say Beef Eater, you can join the team for now.
Oh, yeah. Why is everybody so fun? Why is everybody so good at writing? Everybody's fucking funny. You know? Love it.
But just know, we could have killed you at any point. It was a challenge not to kill you. We headed up a mountain and fought Maxie, the leader of Team Magma, who had his own floof Pokemon, which Goat took care of, and he had his own evolved Cooked Beef. I sure wish I had one of those on the team.
Yeah, but he looks cute, doesn't he? Oh, he looks pretty cute, though.
Hey, Beef Eater, why don't you make yourself useful and fight that Crobat?
Anytime a Nuzlocke video goes from saying something to cuts to a video, you know it's not going to end well for this Pokemon. What the fuck is he going to do to you? Wing attack? Maybe? Maybe. Supersonic. Okay. Oh.
Okay, that's kind of cool. As we headed down the mountain, who did I
Never mind. Sorry.
encounter but
Who's the new Pokemon?
another Numel? Immediately, I abandoned Beef Eater to make room for...
Really? After he kicked ass? In your opinion? I guess if you need the fire type, I want to see what your team looks like now. Well, I guess you can always just put him in the bin for a little bit, but like, I don't know. I always wanted to use him. I've never gotten to use him either, but like, you know, if he hits hard, use him.
Return of King. Before we take on gym number 4, I think I figured out a way to get Goat
Oh, I remember Flannery. I'm pretty sure that's her name, right? Big fan.
to forget the move Flash without having to beat him over the head with a 2x4. A little Pidgey told me that Goat was about to learn a new move at his next level.
Okay.
So by placing him in the Pokemon daycare and doing some light cardio outside,
Fair.
he'll level up, learn the new move, and forget Flash.
Really? See? You learn something new. Every time you learn something. Big fan.
And my plan worked like a charm.
Yes.
It really sucks that this is the only way to get Pokemon to...
Excuse me. Be thankful. All right. I didn't think you were going to have this. I thought you were stuck with Flash for the rest of the run. God forbid if it went well. That's pretty cool.
Forget an HM move. You'd think they'd have some, I don't know, a move deleter NPC or something. Gosh. Now you'd think that since I picked the water starter, that the fire type gym wouldn't be an issue. But it was. Floof and I quickly learned why biting lava was a bad idea.
Okay.
Thankfully, Kidmup, who I don't know why I didn't send out first, took
I was gonna ask that actually. I'm like, why wouldn't you just start with the water and then sweep as much as you can and then switch in for someone else afterwards? You know, you are a little high. I don't know what her ace is, but he also, like, if you're a little over and it's like your first Nuzlocke, do whatever the hell you want. I'm just curious. For me, I just want to know what level her ace is.
out both of Flannery's Slugmas with no issue.
Right.
But then she sent out Torkoal. Even though Kidmup was using
It's fine.
a super effective move, he only did this much damage. Meanwhile,
Is it a sunny day thing, or is it just a high like defense or special defense? I don't know, because he just came out, didn't he? That's crazy. Unless, is he a mixed typing? That could be it too, I guess, maybe. I've been playing a lot of Temtem, so typing has been a little complicated with Temtem. But I like it that, at least, I'm not a huge fan of the newer Pokemon games, but at least in the newer Pokemon games, it tells you, it kind of gives you what's going to be effective and what's not going to be effective, at least, as long as I use it for the first time, and then it'll tell me afterwards, which sometimes it does. But, like, it's nice to not have to, like, use a separate type chart to figure out what the fuck I'm doing all the time.
Torkoal's body slams were doing this much damage and paralyzing us.
Get the fuck out of there.
Goat, I know you're the goat, but you understand why you can't fight a fire turtle, right?
Fair. Anybody else? Put the bird out there.
RE2, looks like you're up.
Okay.
Finish her off with a steel whip.
You know what could have been useful here? A Zangoose with quick attack, right? I don't know what, like, how much health did he have? Let's go back a second.
Us. Okay.
50%, yeah, quick attack isn't really gonna do it, but I'd probably do it anyway, but I would think he's slow enough regardless. So Steel Wing, I feel like I would have put my trust in that too. I think I would have got fucked by this as well.
Hey, Goat, I know you're the—
But boy, does it hurt to get hit by a body slam and then paralyzed, then lose like half your health. You're like, oh, my plans are now out the window. Nice.
Goat, but you understand why you can't fight a fire turtle, right? RE2, looks like you're up. Finish her off with a steel whip. Yeah. Ah! Dude! RE2! No! What do we do? What do we do? None of you are great choices. What I really need is a turn to heal up Kidmup, but... Hey, Igzy. Are you...
Yeah. No, it's a good time to do that. I know some people don't use items in combat, but I have to. You know, I'm not at that stage where I cannot do that yet. So I would also probably be putting out whatever the fuck this thing is. And if you have a full restore, that'd be perfect. But if you have to take 2 turns to unparalyze and re-heal, that would be a little lengthy. But I'm hoping the best for you, dude.
You aware of the concept taking one for the team? Given the dire circumstances, this felt like the best choice. Sorry, Igzy. With Kidmup healed, we managed to get Torkoal's health really low, but then Kidmup refused to finish the fight.
Why?
Because he was, in his words, immobilized by love.
Oh. That's crazy. That sucks. I mean, Torkoal be looking good though, huh?
Kidmup, I know you're letting this turtle body slam you on purpose, and you're sick for it!
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny, dude. Oh my god.
Do you really think we have a future together? Okay, Goat, I know this is a fire turtle, but she's mostly using body slams.
That's fair.
Could you please punch this turtle's head off?
Or counter, potentially.
Without falling in love.
But you also have to trust that it's not going to die in 2 turns, because since Mudkip, whatever the second form is, didn't die, you have to switch in Breloom and into an attack, which is going to suck. right? So you technically have to make sure Breloom can survive 2 hits. So when you take Breloom out there, he'll probably use Body Slam on you again, and hopefully it doesn't do that much damage or paralyze you. If it does paralyze you, you might need to go for a counter, but you gotta hope that it doesn't do that much damage. So I don't really know how this is gonna go. I don't want him to lose his favorite Pokemon. It really sucks when you lose something that you're like, you wanna, get to the end with. Okay, thank God.
We earned our 4th gym badge, but it wasn't without some casualties. RE2 and Igzy, we wouldn't have made it this far without you. Thanks for everything.
Cute.
We traveled into a sandstorm where I picked up 2 Pokemon, this fossil, and this weird Pokemon I've never seen before,
Baltoy?
Baltoy. All right, King, my second chance at a fire type. I know this isn't your natural habitat, but why don't we train here in the desert for a bit? Oh, yeah.
I would go back and do like a forest. I don't think I would train him where he came from, because you're going to find other types he came from there, that other similar types, in the desert, and it's going to be a little bit harder to grind there. So there's usually always a forest nearby, or some grass, which would at least give you a better chance at finding something that's not going to be a 1 times attack damage, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So I would probably take him elsewhere, even if it's like 5 levels down, if you wanted to grind him up. But, if he's not using the rare candy thing too. Someone should have told him about the rare candies.
You found a Baltoy. I just caught one of those. I'm not sure what its moves are, though.
No, it's... God!
Why are you in the name changer? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to you, dude. Self-destruct. I've never been punished by a self-destruct yet. When it gets to an explosion, that's when I get a little nervous. But that's fucking crazy, and I would be very sad. This is pretty much, I feel like, what my run would look like. I would make the same decisions, and I would probably suffer the same fates. So...
Okay, team. I know everyone is upset this thing shares a species with the Pokemon who blew up King, but it possesses psychic abilities that I believe could be very useful. So please everyone give a warm welcome to King Eater. No one step on it. We headed back to Petalburg City and faced gym number 5, my dad. Also, I brought TheOdd1sOut just in case we had another Igzy type situation.
Oh, you got one. Okay, yeah, isn't he a little cutie? I will say, I never have gotten to really use an Oddish or even a fucking Vileplume, but I love the design of the Oddish Evolution series. I think Oddish is a goddamn adorable and a perfect first design. All right, Gloom. Hey, Gloom is I think it's still an upgrade. Does it freak me out sometimes? Sure, but hey, what second evolution doesn't? Charmeleon's a little pervert, so I mean, Gloom is perfect. And then Vileplume, it keeps the blue. It even grows farther out. I think it's awesome. Never gotten to use one because I hate evolution by stones, but regardless, fan.
Am I an integral member of the team? You sure are, bud. Despite a few close calls.
Oh my God.
Dude! Finish him off.
Not having a good time, is he?
No!
Everyone, including TheOdd1sOut, made it out alive.
Oh my God.
Good thing we have free healthcare. I don't know what I'd do if someone took away my free healthcare. Not right now, guys. Across the water on Route 118, I caught
I was gonna make a comment about that in the beginning, but I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But I'm glad he did. That's cute.
Pikachu the Electrike.
Great.
I don't know, he's electric like Pikachu, and his head kind of looks like Pickles, so... Whatever, having an electric type on the team is huge. After inspecting all the Pokemon I had, I figured Mr. Flash...
Oh yeah, we get this is a beautiful little graphic here. All right, fantastic. I mean, I guess you're an animator and you know what good things look like, right? Shout out to all my artists out there. I love you guys. All right, so we have. Oh, this is clean. This is beautiful. I love the colors, dude. Everything's delightful in this. Big fan. All right, so we got Kitmup. All right, he's fantastic. We got Goat, Floof. I'm still curious on if his Floof has intimidation or not. I guess he's not really gonna go into the passives, but that's my favorite part. I hate like farming for like a good SV or whatever the fuck they're called in this game. Picklechew, Beef Eater, and King Eater. A lot of eaters, huh? I don't know what the fuck this thing is on the right or what it evolves into, but I'm actually curious on... Oh, it's Groudon Psychic, too. Huh. I mean, you got a good diversity team here. A lot of good typings. All right, so we'll see. Just got to be careful with Goat. One wing attack and that dude's fucking gone off the planet.
Figured Mr. Flash's flying poison moves could be useful. So I evolved him into Golbat and then, here you go, daycare lady.
All right, my favorite Pokemon. Who wants some ice cream?
Happy smiles.
Gosh, I love you guys. I couldn't ask for a better team right here.
At Fortree City, we were ready to take on Winona, the flying-type gym leader.
You better put Breloom in the cage. You do not take him into this. I just talked about this. I would be so sad. You might not know the typing for this. Oh man, this might suck. Skarmory is also terrifying.
Wait, this weird lizard's blocking our path. Kidmup, can you? Oh, cool, you're back on 4 legs again. Also, Pikachu, why are you blue? The only thing that stood between me and Winona was this incredibly hard 2-piece puzzle.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that.
How do I get through this?
Honestly, I don't even remember. That looks like... How the fuck do you get through that? I don't even remember this.
Oh, figured it out.
Pikachu was able to spark Winona's Swellow, and Kidmup, through sheer willpower, tanked all of Alteria's earthquakes, narrowly avoiding death by 8 hit points.
You, God, lucky bitch. God, Altera's such a slut.
Good work, Kidmup. Pikachu, you know what to do. I found a TM for Ice Beam on an abandoned ship, and King Eater, you can learn Ice Beam? I'm sorry it's taken me this long to realize how awesome of a Pokemon you are.
What are we doing here? What's this bit?
You know, King Eater, with you on the team, I think we'll be okay without a fire type.
Oh, it's that
I
thing.
entered Lily Cove City, and my rival wanted a rematch. Kidmup knocked out her Swellow, no problem, but then she sent out Grovyle. Ooh, I know the perfect matchup for this. King Eater, why don't you show this grass type that new move you learned?
Grovyle is a little scary. And honestly, I think I like Grovyle more than I like the 3rd evolution. I'm pretty sure Grovyle is the 2nd evolution, and then Sceptile is the final evolution. But Sceptile, in my opinion, is disgusting and a pervert. But Grovyle, I think they should have kept going with that design. All right, big fan of that.
Dude! Ah! Are you gonna use a hyper potion? No!
Yeah, you did. And the thing is, I probably would have too. Would have made the same mistake. You had a lot of health and maybe a low roll and then a high roll. I don't know how the fuck that works sometimes, but I would have done the same goddamn thing. You could have switched out, but then you end up possibly losing like half health to like all your Pokemon. Yeah, it'd be like that. Excuse me. What are you wearing? I'm sorry. I'm looking at your ass right now, but I couldn't tell if it was Minecraft or if it's sushi. I'll leave it to somebody else.
I can't believe I got that upset.
Oh, that's your face. I thought it was a sushi roll.
At losing a Pokemon that before this challenge, I had never even considered playing with. If any members of the Claydol lover community are watching, I'm sorry, I didn't know he hated grass. All right, team, we're not fighting any more gyms until each one of you is in peak.
Well, I guess it is a ground type, right? Does that make sense? I guess I really didn't think about it. I just assumed Grovyle was, he hit hard. So I just assumed he just hit hard.
Physical shape. Floof, why haven't you evolved into Hondoom yet? What about this fossil? Is this fossil any good? We picked
disgusting.
the plant one. We got the plant. What about Mr. Flash? Has anyone seen Mr. Flash? Why hasn't that loser evolved yet? Hey, buddy.
He has to know about the friendship.
So listen. We're friends, right? You know, Goat had to stay in the daycare once. Yeah, it was to forget the move Flash. Look, Mr. Flash, I know I technically shouldn't have even caught you, and I named you after a garbage move I thought you could learn, but I want you to evolve so you can be the best version of you on the team. Don't you want to join the team? I have this soothing bell you can hold on to.
Cute.
Welcome to the team.
There we go. There it is. My favorite Pokemon. Well, evolution. What I love Crobat, all right, but Zubat, he's a little cutie patootie, but Crobat kicks ass. Love me some Crobat. That dude is a fucking tank. He hits like a truck. I think he's got a good moveset. Love him.
Team, Mr. Flash. With the team stronger than ever, I surfed my way to an island that had a Pokemon graveyard inside a tall building. And for the first time ever, I could actually grieve with the other trainers. That was a great battle, dude. Yeah, it was. Here's some money. So Kidmup was holding an amulet coin, so you actually owe me 600. We defeated more team match.
I never thought about how that would actually look in, in real life, you know? Could you fucking imagine?
Magma grunts at the top of the tower, and on our way down, I caught what I thought was going to be a super awesome Pokemon, but turned out to be a little disappointing.
Let's go.
My third chance at a fire type, my son, the Vulpix, which I immediately evolved into Ninetales.
Why does it look like this? This makes me feel uncomfortable. And also, does it know a good fire type move? Did we evolve it at a good time?
Why was she a disappointment? I don't know. You'd think a fire type would have no problems defeating a Gloom, but alas.
Well, you did get paralyzed, and this is why Gloom is a, MVP.
I'm not saying Ninetales is a lame Pokemon. I'm saying mine specifically was. Floof and Kidmup easily cleared the Psychic Gym with Shadow Ball and Surf, and with that, we just have one more gym before we... Is the sun on fire? So I haven't really been paying attention to the story, and now the legendary Pokemon Groudon is angry.
Yeah.
And as much as I would have liked to have Groudon on the team, I never found the Master Ball, so we're not risking it.
Oh, he would have used a legendary. I still to this day have never been really a fan of legendary, so I've never really used them. But hey, if he wants to, go for it.
Oh, hey, Wallace. Sure. Oh, you're the water type gym leader? Oh, I hope my fighting grass Pokemon will be okay. No, you don't have to fight the Celio. I'll get Floof to do that. And with our 8th gym badge, we could finally travel through Victory Road and face the Elite Four. Aren't you forgetting something?
Yeah.
I don't know how you want me to respond to that. This is it.
The fucking body pillow.
Our final challenge. Each one of you has trained very hard.
You're still keeping the Ninetales in here. What do you have in your box? Do you have a lot more that I don't know about? Or there's a lot of paths that we've that lead up to the Elite Four in general, even from the very beginning of the game. So we had a lot of options to catch a lot of different things. Is there a lot of deaths that you're not showing, or just Pokemon you do not want to use?
And as a reward, you'll each be receiving a piece of candy.
You get a candy, 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 and you get a candy. This is it. This is gamer moment to the max.
Kidmup and Goat were able to finish off Sydney's Pokemon with their water, ice, and fighting moves.
Yep.
And my 2 dogs, Pikachu and Floof, crunched and bit all of Phoebe's ghost Pokemon. Pikachu might be cursed, though. Against Glacia,
Happens to the best of us.
my son finally stopped being a disappointment and fire blasted her Glalie.
What the actual fuck am I looking at? I don't know how this makes me feel, but I think I like it.
Then I tried to get Goat to drain her Celio, forgetting he didn't like ice.
Oh no. You are so lucky you did not just get well, I guess you're 10 levels over. I guess that's fair. If you were not 10 levels over, you would have been fucked, sir.
Okay.
Ice and birds, those are his 2 big no-nos.
Yes.
Luckily, Kidmup was able to Earthquake the rest of her Pokemon. Now it was time for the 4th member of the Elite Four, Drake. His Altaria was defeated by Kidmup and Floof, but they both took some damage. Against his Flygon, I sent out my son.
Okay, what about Fire Blast?
Why does he make him look like that? It's got like the slick back hair and the glasses. It just makes me uncomfortable.
You're green. Ah!
Then Flygon dug a hole in the ground, but by the time he came up, Mr. Flash was waiting for him and took him out with a fly.
Excellent. Excellent job.
For Drake's next Flygon, I sent out Goat.
I don't think, 'cause
Oh, no.
he doesn't like birds, and Flygon's a dragon.
Yeah, Flygon wasn't a bird, but I forgot a very important aspect about dragons.
wings.
Give him my dynamic punch. Nope, okay.
Oh.
Oh, no!
I guess they breathe fire too? Yeah, that checks out.
Oh, he knows flamethrower.
Fire and poison, those are his other two no-nos. Instead, Floof and Pickle
Lot of no-nos. That's a grass type for you.
Chew crunched Flygon's head off, and then I used Kidmup's last Blizzard on Salamence.
Okay, I'm gonna need this blizzard to hit.
Okay.
Please. Yes! Yes!
Beautiful.
Yes!
Beautiful.
We had done it.
Oh my
We
goodness.
got one fight left.
We had cleared 4 champions with some very close calls.
Yeah.
But we are all still alive. Now it was time to face the 5th member of the Elite Four. What, you didn't know about the secret 5th boss that's in every Pokemon game?
Yep.
We had one more challenger, Steven. Steven sent out a Skarmory, which was the perfect lightning rod for Pikachu. Then Kidmup took out Aggron with Surf, and my
Excellent.
son defeated Cradily with Iron Tail.
Beautiful.
Then Steven sent out a Metagross.
Yeah. Metagross. In my opinion, that's my legendary. All right, I think I'm more a fan of the pseudo-legendaries than the actual legendaries. Like, Gyarados is sick. I think Salamence is technically a pseudo-legendary, right? Or is it a legendary? Metagross. There's a lot of really cool pseudo-legendaries that I think are better designed, or like... it just feels more like a legendary because, like, you're not always going to bump into it. I feel like you have a better chance of catching the Groudon because it's in every single run and you have to interact with it. And if you have the Master Ball, you just have more opportunities, right? For this bitch, I think it's like a very low % chance to bump into him, right? So I feel like you're not going to see this as often as you'll see some legendaries, in my opinion, but also I'm not the greatest, so maybe I'm not like hunting the right locations or whatever it may be.
And things got messy. I thought Kidmup's Surf would be super effective against this rock with legs. Turns out it wasn't.
Phew, okay.
It's not bad.
Here's
Just
what we're gonna do.
spam it.
I have an idea. Kidmup, if you can last another hit, that would be amazing. Oh, Hyper Beam!
Hyper Beam.
Kidmup, my starter Pokemon, had been taken out.
Damn.
Okay,
At least he got Metagross's health low enough that Floof could easily finish them off.
that's it.
Then Steven sent out his own King Eater, which I knew from personal experience they hated getting crunched.
I know this Pokemon. He hates getting crunched. I don't care about your special defense. You're getting crunched.
Yep.
It's probably because his special defense went up.
Floof eventually took down Claydol, even
Is that a special attack move? Now I don't know. Now I'm unsure.
though Steven used a full restore on it 3 separate times,
Of course you are. Stop it!
which I get, man. I'm part of the Claydol lover community too. Next was the last Pokemon we needed to defeat.
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
Armaldo.
Yeah.
One hit from its ancient power badly injured Floof. So for this final
If this is the last one, I would just spam the hell out of like Sand Attack or some shit if you still have Sand Attack.
fight, I sent Goat to finish him off. Goat, because he's so awesome, poisoned Armaldo just by standing next to him, and then
Beautiful.
promptly sky uppercutted him straight in the jaw, just barely knocking him out.
Beautiful.
Armaldo was clinging onto life when the unthinkable happened.
There's no way. Didn't you see? Go back.
Promptly sky uppercutted him straight in the jaw, just barely knocking.
How the fuck does he not die here? Did he have a berry? The poison tick should have killed him at the end of this. Like right when you end the turn, right?
Him out. Armaldo was clinging onto life when the unthinkable happened.
What?
Armaldo knew a bird move.
No!
All right. I'm gonna assume that you went first and you punched him, and then he hit you. I think you win regardless. But yeah, that fucking sucks. And a lot of Pokemon learn like Wing Attack or some form of like. That's why I'm like a little scared for Breloom. I'm surprised he made it this far, but hey, farther than it would have made for me probably.
Goat had made it so far into our journey,
Yeah.
only to faint inches away from the finish line.
Yeah.
I could have sent out a level 5 Zigzagoon and still would have won because Armaldo died to poison on the very next turn. The poison's gonna finish it off,
Yep.
right? I didn't even have to. No!
Yeah.
No!
It's okay.
Not
It
Goat!
happens.
By
It
all
happens.
accounts, Goat had defeated Armaldo, but he didn't make it, and neither did Kidmup. That was my starter and my favorite Pokemon.
I mean, you technically won. You didn't release them into the wild, so they're technically alive. You know, you are the one that releases them permanently. So, since the challenge is over, you just heal them back up, since it's all done, and you're good, right? Right?
No, I don't want this trophy. I want Goat and Kidmup. Colleagues, friends, Wally.
I wonder if you did it on one attempt. You know, because Nuzlocks are not easy. Especially if you're a beginner, really. You know, we're trying our best here. But I would think that it would take me multiple attempts before I'm able to actually be able to complete this shit. There's a lot of learning that goes on in these, so I'm curious on if he failed or if it was just like, hey, he just playing things properly and he got through.
We gathered together to honor 2 of the bravest Pokemon I know. One of them from the humble town of Littleroot, and the other from a patch of grass in Petalburg woods. Together, they faced gyms, rivals, and a plethora of wild Pokemon. And when the final challenge came, they didn't back down.
This sucks. I hated that.
And that's how my first Nuzlocke went.
Beautiful job, dude. I think that was really cute. All right. I kept you guys here long enough, but like if there's more Nuzlocks or something that you would like to watch me react to, please let me know in the comments below. I love going through these and I love making bad decisions as well and also learning from these. All right, now I know the daycare also can help you forget HMs. Right? That is my big takeaway from this, and that's actually a pretty big takeaway. So thank you so much for being here. If you guys want to see more, subscribe to Matables for more reaction content. See ya.